everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two QBs who were the last two #1 overall draft picks in the NFL draft. It's Jared Goff going up against Jameis Winston. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I'm still astounded by the recovery of Todd Gurley from the knee injury at Georgia, the offensive rookie of the year in his first season.
Yeah, over 1,100 yards, and now, they drafted the rookie Jared Goff. Kind of see him as their future, but so much of the focus has to be on Gurley this year, doesn't it?
And the future becomes now if Todd Gurley keeps running the football the way that we've seen him run it in the past, because that will make it easier to break in a rookie quarterback.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And this Britt can set the tone here in this one.
And we've seen better maturity out of him as his career has gone on, but no lack of speed. He can still get deep and hurt a defense.
Goff now looks to throw. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, it's gone. And a catch made by Kenny Britt. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Joe McCoy is one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On first down, it's Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, here's Goff. That is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Terrell Pryor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Get ready. Let's go now. Move ready.
In motion left, that's Jackson.
Easy.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Third down and 5.
Ready. Move ready. Alert. 3 down.
Jackson, the man in motion left. Jameis to throw it. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In motion left, that's Jackson. First down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Jackson, the man in motion left. play clock winding down. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And ready for 3rd and 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Josh Forrest. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After the interception, here's Gall. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play, able to bat out.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. 3rd and long. It's gone. Looking deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the first-rounder, Vernon Hargreaves. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw is Winston. A dump off to Sims. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles Sims, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. William Golston in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On second down, here's Goff. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. 17 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Goff on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
The one running back is Gurley. They're going to give it to him running right. They find some open field here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 16 on the pickup. And the Rams are going to get a 1st down.
In scouting parlance, if you really like a player, they ask if you're going to pound the table for him. Well, when Todd Gurley came out of Georgia, I stood on a table and did backflips, even with the knee injury he suffered his last year.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Evans, the man in motion left. On 2nd down, Martin. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's Austin. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd down following the run. Out here in the eye. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Time to step aside. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And this is brought in by Pryor. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the 1st before he's tackled. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Goff on 1st down. Completes it right side to Britt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. The one running back is Gurley. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. The play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go now.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley as the first half is winding down. And the Rams add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out proves somewhat fruitful as he is able to get it across the 25 by a little bit. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.